Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Action Force, Garrison Cavalry from Series 2B, and this figure in box looks awesome. Comes in that style of packaging that we're used to with Action Force on the back. It doesn't have the artwork of each character, but it has a picture of the figure. We got that awesome file card feeding that nostalgia, and go ahead and pause it if you'd like to read it, but let's go ahead and get this trooper straight out of the package. Like all the other Action Force figures, we get that awesome Action Force stand that has multiple foot pegs, and we even got the slot at the top. If you cut out that file card, it fits right in there. Straight out of the package, the Garrison Cavalry comes with 2 trigger finger hands equipped. We also get a pair of fist hands. Here we have a pair of gripping hands. The hands to me that stand out the most is the support cupping hands. You can do a lot of things with them. You can have them forming up a fireball or something like that, but they're great for putting over another character's mouth and like pulling them into the shadows, and it's just a great expressive hand. Diving into accessories, we get a knife that comes equipped in his vest. Sculpted nicely, got the little rivets, got the painted blade, just a really well done knife. Here we have a close-up look at the Garrison Cavalry sidearm, and it's a nice looking pistol. I don't know exactly what type. I would almost think it was a Glock, but the barrel looks a little bit longer, but I'm sure somebody will comment down below what type of pistol this is. Has the muzzle flash hole, but really, really well done when it comes to the sculpt for the pistol. Now, the primary weapon that the Garrison Cavalry comes with is a G36 Assault Rifle. This bad boy is sick. It's sculpted really well. I loved this gun in multiple first-person shooters. I used to always do the drum magazine on the bottom. It's not really as effective on the field because of the balance and stuff like that when you're dealing with drum magazines, but still, this is a really, really nice piece. The magazine is removable, and you get 2 additional magazines on the actual vest of the figure. So you're not going to be without magazines for this awesome looking assault rifle. Here we get a close-up of one of my favorite pieces that he comes with, and that's his Garrison Cavalry helmet. This thing has amazing texture, looking like it was just handmade, giving it that nice ballistics like face mask type of vibe, but also like a medieval vibe to it as well. It's got the red blood going straight down. I'm assuming that's blood. And then it's actually attached to a helmet that we've seen before. So, and this can lift up. So the visor does articulate on the helmet. Here we have an up-close look at the Garrison Cavalry, and the head sculpt is the balaclava wearing head sculpt. Looking awesome with that 3D print tech for the eyes. Eyes look pretty good. And it's just a well-done head sculpt, and I know we've seen it quite a bit, but it works. Works for cavalry members, little troop builders. And then we get into one of my favorite parts, and that's his whole vest. His whole vest is sick. I love the sculpt work. I love the color, the gray and this maroonish red. Very cool, but let's get this knife out of the way because I do want to bring some attention to this detail that's on here. If we zoom in, you can really, really see that there's the Garrison logo. We got this star logo. I don't know what that patch is for, what it represents, so I didn't want to take a guess at it. I was just like, it's a cool looking patch. We got the little radio, got the little hook thing. We got the pouches for the additional magazines. These are removable, so a really, really cool amount of detail just going on the front of this vest. You know, this thing just looks super, super awesome. And probably one of my favorite parts about it is just how well this vest is done. We've seen this underbody before. We got like the 2-tone. It's sort of like the troop builder body underneath. That's fine. Different color red. We got the red pocket on the shoulder. We got the elbow pad, and then the back of this thing looks awesome. I really like this vest. I love this radio. The radio is not removable that I could see. I'm sure you could try to make it removable, but it's definitely attached to the vest very well. The antenna, it does have some pliability, but it's still a harder plastic, so be careful not to snap that because that would be a bummer. This radio looks really, really good. Like it is a really well done radio. I like how the actual cord goes up underneath the shoulder part of the vest down to the actual handpiece. Just that attention to detail is great. And then we get down to his waist. He's got the 2 belts. He's got the belt sculpted in. We got the loose belt, which I like the loose belt. You know, you can cover it over the original one, but what's nice is on the back, you got that loop that you can use to hold on to something, put something there. Let me see. Let me see. Can you just sort of, yeah, like a quick stash of a pistol? You know, maybe you're taken as hostage. You got to quickly stash a pistol really quick or something. I don't know. Still a cool little piece. Then we got his butt. We got the leg holsters, which look really well done. It's holsters we've seen before, but they're awesome. I love the detail, the paint work. Got this medic pouch. At least that's what I classify these pouches, is like medic accessories and stuff like that. But I mean, you could just say whatever is in there. You could be like, it's some tuna fish, some crayons, you know, it might be just some cheese puffs, but still cool. I love these little thigh holsters. And then we get into the knees. The knees have some nice paint wear on them, looking like he's been through some stuff. Scraped up knees. They're not super clean, which is great. The boots are sculpted awesome. Looking really good. And I love how the sculpts on the bottom of the boots turn out. They just look really, really good. And it's just a really well done army builder. Now diving into some articulation. This guy has all the Action Force articulation. The ball and disc hinge head. So he can look up that far. You can look down that far. You know, he gets the full 360 if he was an owl. A little bit of attitude going on there. Arms can go up. Getting that T-pose. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. Wrist rotation. And then there is wrist bend in all the hands. Now, this guy's articulation, if you guys saw my mail haul video, these guys come straight out of the package. Articulation is completely fine. They feel the best that Action Force has felt. I mean, I thought 2A was an improvement. 2B is definitely knocking it out of the park. So Valaverse is definitely listening and getting feedback from the fans and making those tweaks as quickly as he can. And it's working. Underneath, he would have a ball joint diaphragm area. And then he has it down here, but he's in this gear, so he's not going to get as much, he's not going to get that bend up here. But he does have the hula hoop waist, so he can still lean forward and back, like so. He has drop down hips, but he can do the splits. Full Van Damme. And the hips, you can see, are already starting to drop down. I'm not really, I don't know. I'm not a fan of, I don't mess with drop down hips as much. I feel like they sort of can get out of the way, but these are nice because they're not overly like drooping. Some figures have the drop down hips, like they just always want to droop down, and it's never fun. But he can do a full like field goal kick, thigh cuts right here, double jointed knee, and the knees do bend nice. Boot cut, ankle bend, pivots. Oh, and I almost forgot, you know, you got those butterfly joints in here, so he can get those arms super close together. And that's with the vest. Like, look how nice you get the arms all the way back. Butterfly joints that work. Garrison Cavalry all geared up, looks awesome. You can get him into this stumbling, running pose like he's getting shot at and shooting at the enemy. Just a really, really good figure. This thing is, I don't know, it's so far out of 2B, it's probably one of my favorite. This is such a sweet piece. I wish I would have got more, because these guys are definitely army builders. They're more the troopers for Karak, but just super awesome. And really the gray and the maroon go so well together. And here we have Karak with his little minion, and that's why I feel like I need another one. I need at least one more, so I can just have one on each side of Karak, because it looks great. It looks great. Like, he's standing in front, like, you got to go through me to get Karak, but if you get through me, Karak's going to meet you with a shotgun blast to the face and a hatchet to the face. Like, these figures look great together. And speaking of looking great together, let's try something here. Let me take this off. Take this off Karak. Let me put this on. It doesn't fit as nicely. So let's take that out of the equation. Let's see how well this helmet looks like on Karak. Not too bad. Looks a little bit weird since he has no like military like vest or anything like that, but you can put the helmet on Carrack. When it comes to the Garrison Cavalry figure, this figure is phenomenal. I mean, when I took it out of the package, I was sort of in that wow moment. I had a lot of wow factor to it. It was a figure that I was like, I love the color setup. I love the gear it came with, how it looks. It really felt and looked like an elite trooper. And a set of troopers of these, if you army built them, they feel like a tough group of guys that you really have to get through just to get to Carrack. And I love that feeling. Because if you're going to be a leader of an army and you're going to be having troopers in front of you, they got to be mean. They got to be ferocious. And especially if you yourself are an axe wielding, sawed-off shotgun wielding leader, you know. And I just love how well they look together. You know, I have them drinking, enjoying a victory after battle. And I just love it. These guys have so much figure photography potential. You got a lot of playability and just display potential out of these figures. They're great feeling figures, especially with the buttery smooth articulation straight out of the box that they improved even beyond 2A. Like it's mind-blowing. So Action Force is definitely doing things right, and I am super impressed so far with 2B, especially this figure. I love the Garrison Cavalry figure. And that sums up my unboxing and review of the Garrison Cavalry figure from Series 2B of Action Force. If you guys are enjoying my content, go ahead and hit that like button. New to my channel, hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel evolve and grow. Hit the silver bell notification as well if you want to know when I post up a new video and stay in the know when I post up a new video. And go ahead and show some love. Go check out Action Force Valaverse. All their information is going to be down below. And most importantly, I want you guys to have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.